Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Let me turn a little bit of stuff down for you. Yeah, you're gonna hear my four ways click, click, clicking. I'm on the side of the road here in Dallas. Being that I'm not smart enough after all these years to know when I'm tired, our federal government says that every so often I have to take a 30-minute break. I wish I was smart enough to know when I was tired, but dummy truck drivers. And that's just long explanation of the four ways are on. You're going to hear it click, click, click. Now, folks, you know me by now. You know that I try to take life lessons and teach us all from it, and yes, all of us, myself included. We had our hurricane down here in Texas. I'm about an hour north of Houston, not quite, but close enough, call it an hour. We didn't get hammered like a bunch of them did. But you know, in everything that happens to us, we can find a lesson if we want to look for it. Like this fly is going to get a lesson here real soon. I don't know how many times we've all heard and been told by the Bible, by preachers, I've said it myself, that you never know who's watching you and what kind of impact you're going to have on them. And as Christians, we should be living a Christ-like life, which don't mean that we're all, what you want to call it, perfect. There's only one perfect one. But we don't want to set up bad examples either. We have tons of volunteers, civilians, that are coming into Houston and all them areas. And I imagine now they're working their way towards Louisiana. Just regular folks with boats and a desire to help their fellow man and woman, whoever. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. We have all of our responders, first responders, police, fire department, sheriff, ambulance folks, whoever, Coast Guard, the Texas National Guard. All of these people are out there doing their job. The mayor actually came online or on TV, and he made the statement that out of all of their people that are working and not quitting and going home, folks sleeping in the police department and all this to get them a little break, he said they have 600 families, and these are from the first responders, that their families are in dire need, that they're having the same issues everyone else has. And instead of running home, all these folks are staying on duty, on the job, and helping everybody else. And just hoping and praying somebody helps their family. So we've got a lot of people that are really reaching out without anything to gain. You know, okay, the first responders will get their regular paycheck. Big deal. You know, that ain't why they're there. All these people like the Cajun Navy, which one guy thought I said Canadian Navy. No, it ain't Canadian, it's Cajun. From Louisiana, Cajun. Bunch of them came over with nothing to gain. And worse than that, it's money out of their pocket. They're spending money to come help others. Well, and then I see online, and I don't know how true it is, where, what's his name? Joe Dadgummit, Osteen. I don't watch him. I don't know the guy. I know of him. He has that big mega church that used to be some kind of a stadium for the basketball team or somebody. Holds a whole bunch of people, and he packs it out all the time. He's supposed to be a millionaire because of that place and his TV shows. And he didn't open up that church, that big mega church, for people that are needing shelter. And there was all kinds of bashing of him going on the social media. And I heard like yesterday he finally opened it. Well, now you stop and think about what's the rest of the world seeing when you see these good old boys coming in to help out, and then you see this millionaire preacher doing nothing. And I'm always of the frame of mind, if you have to force them to do good, was it really good? Or did it just take them a while to figure out what their gain was in it? And yes, that's how I believe the world operates, is what's in it for me. There are so few that do it out of heart. People coming from all around the country to help, from Boston and everywhere. People just out to help their fellow man. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And I don't know how well you tracked it. We lived it, so we was constantly watching it, trying to see how bad it would hit me and Mama. And most of these people, there was several of them that didn't want to slow down enough to talk to the media. Which, you know, with all the fake news and stuff we've been getting, do you blame them? You know, we're all hollering about you can't trust the media no more. So, you know, with all this fake news and all this, and they've got a job to do, they didn't even want, didn't want to be bothered with it. You know, I'm not here for the glory. I'm not here for the fame. I'm here to help them. What do you want? I need to go. Then you have a rich preacher that has to be browbeat into it. Wow. So as I've said, you never know who's watching you and what impact you're going to have on folks. I hope a bunch of his faithful followers keep up with what he has done. If it's all true, then what does the Lord tell us? He tells us that you'll know the tree by the fruits it produces. So, if you're producing sour apples, it must be a sour tree. Are you a branch that's going to get cut off? Huh. So the good Lord tells us that there will be some pruning. That's all I got for you today, folks. I'm not on top of my game 100%. And before you asked, yes, me and Mama's okay. We fared real well during all of this. We had minimal damage, nothing compared to Houston or none of that. Didn't lose no lives, didn't lose our house. We've got minimal little issues we have to deal with. Washouts and stuff, but that's my farm. I'll deal with it. Y'all remember, God loves you and so do I. You also need to remember, folks are watching you. Even when you don't know it, folks are watching you. And they judge him by you. And if you're making him look bad, one day you're going to have to answer to him about you. Regardless, you got to answer to him about you, but man, I don't want him to throw it in there about, Joe, you did this and made me look bad. Not something I want to think about. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Bye.